Yes, yes.
Pressing the button, full house, roll it.
Yippee.
Mayday. Mayday.
I can't
Mayday, Mrs.
believe
Ryan.
it's already May. It's crazy.
It really is nuts. I'm sure the rest of the world is with us, but for some reason, I'm like, I can't believe it's 2019, let alone 5/12 through it, or whatever
Yeah.
we are, quarter through it, third through it, however that
Nope.
works.
Someone emailed me and they were like, how about June? I'm like, that's forever. And it's like, no, it's a month.
You mean like to make plans to do
Yeah.
something in June? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's very funny. All right, well, welcome back, everybody. Today is Wednesday, May 1st, as we've been talking about, 2019. My name is Jay Ryan. This is Nicole Ryan. We are the Ryans, and this is tonight's show. Tonight's ITS guest is JANN KARAM. Pronounced properly with applause. It's very simple. I kept trying to put something on it, put a little spice on it or something, and it's just exactly how it's spelled. So, do you prefer comedian over actress, or do you actress, comedian, actress? What's your
comedian,
first? Yeah.
actress, or
Some people really care. Some people don't care so much.
They do?
Yeah.
What should
Oh.
I do? Which one should I do?
Well, that's why I was asking you. All right. Well, JANN KARAM is here, and she's a comedian actress. She's going to tell us all about that lifestyle in a few minutes, and a writer. That's perhaps very important. Perhaps, especially when we get to the one-woman show. Welcome back, everybody. Hello, Mrs. Ryan. How on earth are you doing?
Oh, it's been a day.
What's going on? Why has it been? Not the question that's on everyone's mind, but what's happening that it's been a day?
Sometimes hormones play a big part, temperature plays a big part, so sometimes systems don't align.
Mm-hmm.
So today's just like day 2 of that process, and it's just really uncomfortable and awkward and weird and annoying. So I'm on a step up from it. I can see it today, but it's still uncomfortable and weird.
So you're fully aware and present of it all, but that doesn't change the ability to...
It
fix
just
it
makes
or
it
feel
worse
better.
because you're like, wow, look at everything that's going wrong, and you can do nothing.
Oh.
Enjoy.
That's a bummer.
But yeah, it's also
I
calming.
noticed you were kind of reclusive this morning.
Yeah, but it's good. It's a nice reminder to stay calm, and everything will be fine.
I was out checking out the new pool deck.
Oh, yeah.
Just beyond the beautiful downtown Burbank over here is a lovely pool deck, sun deck, and pool and spa and little gym and stuff. But they just redid it, so it's been closed for 6 months. Just went out there, and very nice. Sat in the sun for a few minutes on the couch. And it was really,
Awesome.
really nice. And looked across the way at Hogwarts. And I thought
So
to
good.
myself about Luftgekult in just 10 days over there. That's going to be a lot of fun. Universal Studios
awesome.
Hollywood, right across the street. It's going to be fun. Mrs. Ryan, before... And by the way, we should probably tell everybody, and then I'll shut the hell up. I'm aware. We're going to do another Luftgekult open house. Y'all remember the Luftgekult open house with Life with the Ryans last year with Ray Schaefer and our buddy Tori and stuff. We're going to do it again. It's going to be Friday after Breakfast Club. So Breakfast Club this week is normal. Next week of shows normal. Friday after Breakfast Club, we're coming back to do the open house. It's going to be Ray Schaefer.
Great.
It's going to be our good friend Videbra for Life, Tori Alonso, and it's going to be Nicholas Hunziker
Nick's
as
gonna
well.
be here,
Yeah,
too.
so it's going to
Awesome.
be really fun.
Great.
And in the meantime, we said yesterday we were going to check in with the East Coast feed today to find out what they were doing that is not car related. I think we should watch that now.
Awesome,
You good?
yes,
And then
please.
that's all the business I have. for
Okay.
today. Okay.
See what's going on.
Good, because I'm going to need a beverage and a lozenge after all that talking. All right, going to the East Coast, checking in with Danbury Chive, seeing what the Caz boys are up to. Roll it, Hal.
Jay and Nicole, we're at Casa de Caz with Brooke, the Cazman, Grandma, Dana, Mom, Uncle Mike. We're here celebrating Grandma's 93rd birthday coming up, right, Gram? Woo! 93rd, and we're eating Chinese food from Main Moon, because I know, Jay, you know where it is. You know it's the best Chinese. The guys from Queens. There it is.
It's all good.
And then what are we watching tonight, Graham?
The movie? The movie?
Yeah.
Venom.
Venom, there it is. Boom. Venom. I know how much you love comic book movies, Mr. Ryan, but it's Brooke's favorite, and Grandma really wanted to watch it, so we're doing family night here at Casa de Caz.
Salud.
Salud, Jay Ryan.
Salud.
Salud.
Love you guys. Bye. Watch out, man. Watch out for that thing. All right. Love you.
All right. Well, where do we start?
Happy
I
birthday.
love that family. And happy birthday, Graham. 93 years
Wow.
old. Papa Kaz wasn't there in that. Like, he's probably at home enjoying the
Probably
quiet.
at
But 93 years old.
That's incredible.
That's pretty incredible. And
And-
she's still totally with it.
To-
She might
and
even still be
So
working.
much fun. Really?
She was working at Kohl's until the last I heard, which is a couple years ago.
Oh.
She was she works at Kohl's in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Just the fact that there's a Kohl's in Ridgefield, Connecticut, blows me away. But she works there, and like everybody knows her in the whole town.
Of
She's been there
course.
for years, and she's just so there and
That
part
lady.
of everybody's business and everything. Yeah, she's the best. Love you, Graham.
Love you, Graham. Kaz, don't send photos of Chinese food unless you're mailing egg rolls.
If you're not FedExing egg rolls, keep it. Seriously, such a bummer.
Otherwise.
Smell that food.
Love you.
All right, Mrs. Ryan. It's time to ask the question that's on everyone's mind.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mrs.
Dun,
Ryan?
dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
Nashville is the newest go-to destination spot for bachelor and bachelorette parties.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Um,
What's that all about?
in the
I love
calm,
Nashville, by the way.
I love it there. And
Saturn training with that guy.
that was in Nashville.
Yeah, Spring Hill, Tennessee, but we stayed in Nashville.
I watched the commercial I had a Saturn. It was really important to me. The thing that there's obviously all the normal stuff of like party barges and all that nonsense, but it's a cool spot to go and do your own thing. And the motto that really kind of got me about the whole thing was Nashville is all about openness and having a good time with the people around you. So I loved that as an alternative, and I have friends that are there, so like I totally get it, and I loved
Does
it.
Whitney still live there?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, she
I like
bought a
that.
house there. She's like really into it.
That's awesome. It's a
Yeah,
good town. We used to go there for work sometimes. You had a client who lived down there.
Yeah.
Pretty famous fellow.
Yes, I do. It's neat to see different ideas of what parties mean to people,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. A lot of medical articles I've been reading lately have been correlating and looking into temperature and how the brain works.
Ah.
But I won't go into that because they still are like, oh, we don't know. And I personally think that things need to be extrapolated because it's not just cold, it's heat also. But you're only looking at the cold part. But I get it. But what fascinated me today was that there was an autism indication about how those systems work. And it read almost the same as what they're trying to figure out with like brain studies and stuff. The processes are really similar, and what autism calls it as a signaling imbalance of like different parts of the brain talk too much sometimes, and that balance is what's important. And it read almost verbatim if you were to switch out words of like temperature or whatever with excitement and neural stimulation. So
Wow.
it's so neat to, I know we always look into autism stuff too, and it's like presence is always the main thing, but seeing how aligned the systems are.
The autism falls into the subconscious category a lot, where it's sort of it's all patterns and programming. And,
Yeah.
and it's very easy to live there because that's very convenient and easy. But the conscious part, that 5% or whatever, is hard. It I don't know, whatever. If you can stay in the conscious part, all of a sudden you're not running on programming anymore. And it's sort of, I don't know if I'm say if it knocks it out, but it certainly, you take whoever's driving and push them aside and you take the wheel.
Puts you in control.
Yeah, so it would make sense that would knock out those other things. It's wild.
Yeah, it's all connected. So this is super interesting to me. So if you know anything about autism, maybe you might know more about MS and vice versa. And man, it's just a journey to help us all understand each other, I think. Kind of on that note, actually, there was an Oklahoma City policeman that got a call for a noise complaint.
Okay.
Of course, because everyone calls about noise. And he he went there to see what was going on, and he found a drum set up on the street and a kid playing it. And that was the noise.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And so he, instead of like dictating to the kid, like, go here, do this, take that, whatever, he was like, all right, let me play. So he pulled up a seat and played the drums because he used to when he was younger. And their whole thing is the success of our department is in part about our interactions with the citizens. So I loved that that's how they're approaching it. Of like, no, this is a noise complaint, but like, how do
let's make more noise?
How do we relate to this person so that they understand?
How do I not be the bad guy here? How do I shut this down without being the bad guy?
Right. And so everyone left after, but like he got accolades for showing some compassion.
He had some fun too.
Yeah, I think he loved it. Lastly, this is so cool. Delta has a monthly auction, basically like sale, in Atlanta, in their museum. All the funds that they raise benefit the museum to kind of maintain the history and stuff.
There's a Delta museum in Atlanta.
Yeah, which I didn't know either. But they have all sorts of old plane parts, like seats and toilets and chinaware and whatever. We know a lot of people in Atlanta. The design part, it sounds so cool. Are you laughing at me?
We are, yeah.
Okay, well, everyone, it's totally weird, but that's what this is about. It's like new story. Listen, I don't want to talk about politics because that's crazy and so much is sad, but this is so neat, and it reminded me of that movie Catch Me If You Can with Leo DiCaprio. So, of course, I read about it, but we have so many friends in Atlanta, I figured Ray Schaefer might like it because I bet they have cool chairs.
Unbelievably, I'll tie this together. It was the Delta terminal in San Francisco that I flew that had all the mid-century modern chairs and everything. They were the first ones that redid that. But wow, that's interesting. I'd like to know more about this Delta museum. You know what I mean? I feel like that's something.
Okay, I'll
look into that. Yeah, right. No, because of allergies, can't have the peanuts anymore, right? Pretzels now, I think.
Pretzels.
All right, and that's been? Mm-hmm. Oh, and that's been. What's going on, Mrs. Ryan?
Oh, you know.
Mrs. Ryan, you are a delight. I love it. I love it. I love it. The energy in here is very good today. Let's take a quick break. Get our guest in here.
Yeah.
JANN KARAM.
Yeah.
It's so simple. I don't know why I was trying to Karam the whole thing. Comedian, actress, writer. She's going to be sitting in that chair when we get back. More to come right after this. You're awesome. I wish you could be.
I had this dream that when I grew up, I was going to become an artist, and that I would marry an artist, a dashing, playful, wise, and deep-thinking kind of a man. He would be in every way my partner and in every way my equal. We would live happily together, peacefully forever, in an artist colony, far, far away from the harsh, cruel, mean, cold, indifferent, intolerant world. Far away from anything, normal. There'd be a big blue lake at the bottom of the hill that we would swim in every day, and a crystal clear stream right outside of our bedroom. And the sound of the running water would lull us to sleep at night. There'd be one room for dancing and putting on plays, and another room for singing and music, and another room for writing and sculpting and painting and thinking. And that would be my life, a work in progress. Everything that everybody would do, our artist friends would come over to work on his or her own project, to share a nice meal, to watch a sunset, and everything that everybody would do in the artist colony would be expressed, experienced, understood. Even the way that the carrots would be arranged on the dinner plates. Even that would be careful. Each bite genuinely and profoundly meaningful. Each bite, art. Everybody would have the visceral understanding, the awareness that art was constant and that beauty resided in everything, even in the way we'd sit around. even in the silence, even in the carrots. But that was just a dream I had when I was a little kid. Here's what happened. Instead, be okay.
Now, what are you going to do? You're going to get comfortable?
Yeah.
And then you're going to bring the mic to you, right?
Okay. Sorry about that.
Don't be sorry.
And
There's
with that, we are back with Jan Karam.
Oh, God, sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Are-
Are we on? Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
we're
Where
on.
should I
We're
look?
back. This
Hi,
is it.
everyone.
We're back.
Oh, wait. Let me
This
look
is
at
your
the side.
camera right here.
I wore the dress so that.
You did.
Well,
and you took your shoes off. Did you take your
Yeah,
shoes off?
I shouldn't. Well, I was gonna do the seated meditation pose like you, but I can't. The
chairs,
arms of
yeah.
the chair.
Yeah.
So my knees.
Constricting.
Yeah. So now I'm like without my shoes.
Should we get
Take
another?
my
Should we
shoes
get
back
another chair, or do you want your shoes, or do you want to?
on. Excuse me.
Are
sorry.
you good?
Yeah. No, I'm fine. Maybe I'll get my shoes. Can I be right back and get
You
my
can
shoes?
do
That'd
whatever
be
you
funny.
want.
Wouldn't it be
Go
funny?
ahead,
I
you
put
do
on
whatever
my
you want.
shoes. Now where are my shoes? Okay, here I am. Just because so my feet will touch the floor.
There we go.
But I wore this dress because I bought the dress and they're like, oh, you'll wear it. I'm like, I haven't ever. Where do you wear it? So I'm like, let me wear it here. This is ridiculous and inappropriate. I should be wearing,
There, I got to make sure I keep all the cameras at a
Oh.
PG.
Oh yeah, tell me how I should.
No, you're fine. I just want to make sure I don't. I mean, you're moving around a lot.
Oh, okay. Wait.
No,
I
it's
should-
good. I'm making sure
It
that
is
we're
still
covered
life.
here.
Still life
We have full coverage.
in podcast.
Full coverage. There we go.
But okay. That's better. I don't know. I got dressed up, and I don't know.
You look beautiful.
Well,
Thank you so much.
I wanted to bring, I wanted to bring some color, and you guys said don't wear
good.
white.
Well, bright white is rough for
No,
television
I know,
for
I know,
obvious
I know.
reasons.
But anyway, I'll never wear this dress again, and if not here, where? If not now, when? Okay.
All right. Well, Jan, thank you
Yes.
for being here. It's a delight
My
meeting you.
pleasure. Same here, Jay and Nicole. You guys are so sweet that I just want to can we just do like a meditation?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I think a lot of people are interested in a lot of the stuff Mrs. Ryan does, and they're probably a little afraid to actually get there themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of our people are car people, and a lot of hard asses, and a lot of people who are just
What do you mean
there's
car
a lot
people?
Of ego.
Oh.
Believe it or not, this is a car show. Welcome. Hi.
Oh,
What kind
wait,
of car
I
do you
didn't know that
drive? When
was
did
a
you
car-
buy it? Tell us how much you pay a
No,
month.
it's not.
Just
Because okay.
It is a car show, but we're not going to talk about that unless you want to.
Wait a second. The ones I heard was all comedians.
I am a fan of comedy my entire life for reasons that go so deep.
I
Obviously, the stuff
and
you
you know
see.
I sat at this desk
No,
twice.
really?
Yes.
Doing dates?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so you're a
That's
returning
okay.
guest.
I'm a return guest.
Yeah.
I've been here. Wait,
Oh my
what side
goodness.
was it?
It was probably
here.
on this
Probably
side
over here.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Chairs
right
were over
there.
here.
But didn't have that or did it?
it probably did. Yeah. So how was that? Well, let's just start there.
Okay.
What was your Letterman experience?
Oh, well, first of all, before I go on, you know what? I got my tooth pulled because it was a bad tooth for a long time. It was root canal, then the thing cracked, and so now I forgot to put. They gave me while it's healing, this little kind of Invisalign thing to put in, but I didn't wear it, so now I have a missing tooth. So
Oh wow.
Hot.
I look like I'm from Nashville.
We're gonna get
I don't
letters from
know if you- I
Nashville.
hope you don't see it. I don't.
No.
Oh, sorry. I mean, okay, not Nashville, the outskirts of Nashville.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
let's start with, and let's back it up.
Okay.
We'll get to all the
Now
stuff
I have
then.
to sit up straight, otherwise, okay. And I even wore my Spanx because all my underwear was
Spanx
was
for that.
dirty. Okay.
What
Sorry, no
got
jokes.
you into comedy?
This isn't a show where you do.
It can be if you
Okay,
want.
I'm sorry. I like.
Bob Zaney was here last week.
Oh gosh.
And-
Okay. All right.
I don't have to
I
finish
get
that
I get
sentence.
the cap. All right.
No, I'm just saying he was here and he did a lot of, he got a
He's
lot of
hilarious
jokes
and
in
funny, and like, yeah, he's
there. You can't turn that one off.
yeah.
That's how he talks to people.
That's who
Yeah.
that's who his DNA is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just constantly churning out material.
Exactly.
You're a comedian, obviously an actress and a writer. We'll get to that. What made you get into comedy?
Oh.
Is that all right to
It's
start
kind of a long
there?
story. Yeah, I love it. Let me lean back. Okay.
Yeah, get
So anyway, I need some cocktails.
Get comfortable and just don't worry
How's
about
it? All right. No. It's just that it brings up lots of emotions and things because it's semi based in some sort of trauma. I think
Mine too.
Yeah.
your desire to get into
My love for comedy starts from a very dark place. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a crazy childhood, and then I stole David Letterman's microphone when I was a kid. Really.
How you
Doesn't
went to
matter.
the
So,
show?
We'll tell you. I'll tell you off
Okay.
wire. She'll send you a
wanna know.
link.
It's probably
It's
on
something
one
we
of the
talk about
episodes,
too
one of your podcasts. I'm
It
going to have
is.
to. Okay, send
It
me the
is.
link. Send me links.
We will. But so
But anyway,
so
so-
there you have a bar set now. Tell us what happened with you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. I'm in safe.
Yeah.
It's safe.
My
here.
childhood
I'm
was
safe.
crazy. My dad died. You know what I mean? A bad thing, and then
yeah.
it took me away from my path. Was doing this. So
Oh, really?
and now we're full circle. Here's the bookend. Life's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's
So how'd
great.
How'd you get into
yeah.
comedy?
No. But I'm more interested in you.
Do you do a podcast?
No, I don't do it. Yeah, I know. I'll have to have
I'll be
you
a
on.
guest.
No, I got to do that. It's something I got to do. It's on my list. Let me have a sip of water.
Sure.
Oh. Okay, so the third child, the baby in a
You're the third?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I don't.
We don't have to talk about it if you don't want.
No. I'm
You can
trying.
just tell jokes.
Okay, all right, never mind.
You never
No,
wrote
no, I just
material
think-
about this?
No,
it
I
surprises
did.
me.
No, it's my show was a lot. Well, I had a dream that I was going to be live in an artist colony. That's what the show's about. But I always, when I was a kid, thought that's the life that I wanted. And the hardest thing for me was to be able to articulate myself, to be able to speak and to have the authenticity, and the authority. I mean, to have what's it called when you have entitled to speak? It's like, because
You don't feel entitled to speak, do you? The whole thing seems a little meek to me, almost.
I know.
and
I
that's
need
not
to
what you do
step
for a
into my
living.
power.
Yeah, you do. What's up?
All right. Well, I do. It's
Okay.
just I'm also.
This is just you right now. You're.
Well, when I take the thing that my therapist always said that I worked with for many years, he always said, don't let go of the microphone, hold on to the mic, because when I had the mic, then I have what?
Control. Well, it's just irony, but
Yeah, because I can hold on to the mic, because if someone's intimidating or mean-spirited or whatever, just Jen, hold on to the mic. What prevented you from saying this or from stopping
hold on to your
that?
power is what they're saying.
Yeah, and because when I'm on stage, if somebody would, am I too loud or how's my audio? Okay.
No, I'm just cutting the show constantly here. So
Oh,
if
okay.
you look up there, I mean, I'm changing
Okay, but how are
cameras
my
and stuff.
legs? Because I'll be like, oh look, and I even put bronzer. I put the darker bronzer on this leg and the lighter one on the other leg because it ran out. All of a sudden, it wouldn't squirt. Then I had to switch to a lighter bronzer, Sally Hansen, and this one is Soleil, which is much better. So I think I'll cross this, which I never wear dresses. And look at them. Okay, hold on. You know what I need is a booster chair. Okay, so that it will give me more height.
You need a booster chair that you can sit Indian style in, and that we can talk about your childhood. I thought that
that's
everyone else
funny.
comes in here and they're like, "Oh, this is so comfortable. I'm just going to open up."
Oh yeah, okay. Well, all right.
You don't have to.
Okay,
I'm
we
enjoying our time together. I don't
I
care
am
what
too.
happens.
Well,
There's
I
no.
mean, I'm not
agenda.
uncomfortable. Do I seem? That's part of my demeanor too, is the discomfort.
All right. Well, then let's start with something easier.
No. I'm in it. Don't take me away. Then I feel like I fail.
How long does it take?
Oh God, we're doing it now.
Okay.
Are you impatient? Do you
Uh,
want
No,
down?
but there is a clock up there.
Oh, okay.
there are people
so am I
watching.
boring? Okay.
No, you're not boring at all. Are you kidding?
No,
There's nothing been boring. It's more of like a
I'm
ping, ping, ping.
squirming, and
That's great.
I like to squirm though. Please don't take this away from me.
Are you happy to be here today?
I'm so happy. It's such a beautiful. That's why
So I want to
feel-
get that out there so everybody knows
Oh
that.
yeah, where I should tell them. Is that
If
the
you
camera?
look familiar to people, it's probably obviously from stand-up comedy, also from a little show called Seinfeld you did an episode of.
Exactly.
Can you tell us about
I
that?
still want to tell you why I started doing stand up. No, so
I want to hear
okay,
all
we're
of it.
gonna
You tell
we're
me
gonna
where you want to start.
No, I'm good. No, seriously, I just try to encapsulate like the whole thing, and it's really hard because basically Dad didn't listen to me, was impatient. Mom's really busy working in the store. They owned a clothing store, my dad. And my mom was always
Where did
working.
you grow up?
Superior, Arizona, a small mining town, mostly Hispanic people, although when I was growing up there, they were Mexican. That's my joke about that. Okay. And then I talk about it in my one-woman show.
We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
Do you want to start with the one-woman show?
No, I want to tell you because I'm very frustrated.
Why?
Because I want to tell you that I see how it is right now. Like, I go, okay, do you want to hear this?
Yeah.
Or no?
Very much.
So my dad had bought a bank and turned the bank into a store. And ironically, kind of, or symbolically, he was intimidating, right? And so if I wanted to talk to him, first of all, he never had time. And in the morning he read his paper, and he was always rushing off, and he was always helping other people's kids, to have fun. And, he's like, he was always donating.
He was
his
involved
time
in the
to-
community and
Yeah,
stuff? Okay.
but then meanwhile, we're like, hey, Dad,
Not you.
can you
What
help
about-
me with,
right.
peel this orange?
I would, but Tommy's got a game.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So anyway, so I would plan what I was going to say to him because he was impatient. And if I didn't say something it had to be these things. It had to be interesting, concise, and funny. That's what I got out of it. It was like if I told him something like, why is the sun yellow, or whatever color it is, he would go, all kids ask that question.
Look
Think of
it up.
something more original. Or he would say, think of something.
You're not stimulating me.
Yeah, it would be like, but then invariably he would say, and the answer anyway was, I don't know, so it didn't matter, but the only way to get his attention was something that was thought provoking.
Right.
So I would.
Was he very smart, your dad? Is
he's
that why,
pretty
or
smart. I think he's smart,
just in
but
his own head a lot?
Yeah, he's in his own head. He's smart, but he doesn't share. He'll say something, but I can't.
Observes world. Observes.
Kind of, but he's I'm not sure. The jury's still out on that. Like, is he smart or is he just?
Oh, maybe there's more to the story. I'll shut up.
Yeah, no. I it's a mystery, right? It's like a duality.
Is he still with us, your dad?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, he's still. That's why. But I feel bad. Like, I don't want to say, because then you realize as you get older, oh, they're nice people. They took care of us. They didn't leave us starving.
Perspective. With
Yeah,
age,
all that
sure.
kind of stuff. But it's like, shut up. You're like, but
Yeah, I'd rather hate them.
but myself.
Much easier.
But my self-esteem is hanging in the balance. But anyway, so I'd stand outside of the. Oh, by the way, my mom always thought I was funny. They both have a sense of humor. They both think I'm funny. We crack.
You are very funny, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, I hope you know
It's like, well, I'm
At this
comfortable laughing. Yeah, okay, at this point. No, but I'm comfortable laughing. My whole family has a good sense of humor. We all, when we get together, and there's not fighting, it's laugh. And I notice a lot of people in their families, or when they don't really laugh. It's like, how are you guys not making jokes or witticisms or sarcastic little things, or right? It's funny.
Yeah, it goes both ways. And then there's some who
Oh.
only joke because there's so much goddamn
Oh.
damage and destruction and
Right.
that they just
It's
laugh
hostile.
over the whole thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely.
Yeah. We're not crazy. That whole
Different
thing.
variables.
That's sort of what I grew
knew
up.
that about me. Someone said that to me once about music. Like, my family doesn't sing or do anything.
Oh,
but
right.
like that family is super musical, and like
Right.
they played all the time. Like, they would sing, and someone played piano, and someone had a trumpet and whatever. And so he said it was like until he was in college, where he went to someone's house and like they didn't do that.
Oh,
that
how
he was like,
bizarre.
what? There's no music? Like, didn't fit.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's kind of like, it's funny, huh? I mean,
It's funny what people think is normal.
Yeah.
like, what they grow
It's
up
like
with.
fighting is normal,
Yeah.
or
It's all your bubble, right?
Yeah.
How small is your bubble?
yeah. And then whatever they show you, and then is what you think is that's
Well, that's
the
what
world.
I mean. Exactly. If your bubble's only so big and you've been living in that, you assume the world is the same thing, but it's usually not.
Yeah, we have
People who have bigger
options.
bubbles have a
Yes.
better understanding of the world. People who travel, perhaps even maybe more.
Right.
And then certainly the age, like you brought up before. The more
Yeah.
years you've got, the more you understand.
Right.
The more you've seen.
Yes. What do you mean about that? What
The more
age I
data
brought
you've
that up?
collected, and,
Oh, right.
and the perspective changes. All of a
Wisdom.
sudden.
Oh,
you-
right. Yeah, you go, oh, well, they kind of, and it's like, I wonder sometimes if I would have had the wisdom or the knowledge or the maturity or whatever to be able to maybe have a better relationship with them, but maybe their digs aren't as bad now, or I can stand up to them. But because there was like kind of digs, criticism. They go, "Oh, you just take everything the wrong way." But even that's a criticism,
Right. It's sort of folded into a joke. Right.
Yeah.
The criticism. It's just sort of disguised.
Or even when it's not a joke, it's still like, harshness, kind of a harshness. And I think, well, maybe now I'd be able to handle it better because I kind of know how to go, no, don't say that. Because when you say that, it feels to me like da-da-da, and I don't really need that. And then
is it a trigger for you or the way they said it?
Yeah. So I try to just I try to just keep it cool. But before, as a kid, when you're just, I don't know. Anyway, I'd stand outside my dad's office, which was a bank vault door. It was and it was kind of cool.
Oh, he used the vault as his office?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And they, there was a combination that every day to open that. And then, so he'd be inside behind his desk like this. How funny. So maybe it's the desk that
Oh,
your dad.
gosh. I hope not. I can be pretty
And
critical myself, too, so I hope that I don't push those buttons for you.
No, it's okay. I can handle this. So, and he would be doing, whatever, because it's always in his head,
Right.
But then when you think about it, like he's providing for a family, he's trying to make a living, he was in politics too, and then you make excuses, right?
Yeah.
Not excuses, but you see like, oh my God, he's responsible for all of us.
Excuses, justifications, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely us saying, that behavior's okay.
Yeah, and you're also told that it's like, but so he would be looking, and then I would walk in, like I'd think about what I'm going to say, I'd rehearse it, and it had to be funny and original, and I had to know
concise.
And then it's like, I don't know
Good
how
notes,
I
by the
knew
way,
that
for
at
what
that-
you do for a living.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He gave
Good
he
training.
gave me early training.
Yeah.
He did. It's early training, really. He's okay. There's more to the story, but my bra strap. So anyway, I'd walk in. I'd go, Dad. I'd peek my head in. Dad, can I talk to you? And he goes, Yeah. What's up? But it was like, okay, go. Like 5 minutes.
Here's your
letterman.
time.
You get one pass, yeah.
Yeah, one pass. Exactly. And so then I would say, I can't even remember what it was, but it was like, I did want to connect with him. I wanted to connect. I wanted his attention. And so he'd say, yeah, that's funny, or I don't know, or something. And then he'd go back, I don't know, ask your mother, or whatever it was. But it wasn't like, hey, sit down, let's talk about it, let me explain. So then I'd get him to kind of chuckle and kind of perk up his ears, and then that would be it. But it was terrifying. I even want to cry talking about it. Is that bad?
No, but I'm sorry to make you talk about it.
No,
you're already painting the perfect picture for why anyone should get into comedy.
Oh.
This is why everyone's in comedy.
I
Yeah.
keep wanting to be like, yes, same. So like you're
Oh,
not
for
it's-
you too?
Yeah.
Is that what-
So it's a universal. What you're saying, it's just personal to everyone because everyone's got their own.
Yeah, everyone has
situation,
their own
memory,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's weird. Life's weird.
Yeah.
And then you grow older and you realize it's weird for everyone, and you can understand how it might be weird.
Right. Everyone has kind of their own kind of maybe sort of overall and then pivotal sort of moments, that defining moments,
Yeah.
We're all just stories.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Once you kind of realize that, then tell it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? What else?
Right.
And then you're like, oh, I'm okay. My story's just different than hers and hers and theirs.
Mm-hmm. But everyone can relate. It's like what's personal is universal.
Once you take control of it, it's kind of like you're the writer.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like this happened to me or whatever.
Or
right?
whatever
And
I
then-
want to happen to me will, et cetera, in the future.
That's true. You can change the script because you're given that script, right? It's
Once
like
you have
in
the
this,
ability,
In
yeah.
this movie, you're this character, and then and then you replay that movie over and over, and you're like, you know what? I don't want to be the guy that always or the girl that comes in and she's all timid and.
Yep.
So
We've already shot these scenes. I can't do anything to change those, but these scenes going forward, I can certainly change
Yeah.
them. Yep.
Right, and that's what when you like expose, like you seem timid or whatever, like not to go, I hate that part of myself, but
I
I'm
didn't mean to
angry at that part.
expose anything.
No, well, not expose, but when you
Shine the light on.
you sign the lie or you acknowledged or whatever, and it's like it's true, and it's like I don't want to say I despise, but I'm mad at that. But don't be because, I also don't want to be, blustery and fake that either. So it's
You
a
don't strike
fine
me as
line.
fake. Do people think you're fake sometimes?
No, but I mean, when you feel those feelings,
Oh, you yourself inside.
where you're feeling like, oh yeah, you're right, I am. It's like, just get out there, and it's like a speech for me every time. Like, just get up there and go do it. You could do this. And I think,
Every time you get on stage? Or
no, it's so funny. Like we were saying about hold on to the mic, because when I'm up, I feel just really
No problem.
Yeah. Oh, another thing is that my dad, since he was in politics and he was a big community service guy and community service, yeah. And my mother, it was when they walk into a room, they're really have great personalities. They take over all that stuff. And my dad would give speeches. He always spoke for the Rotary Club or whatever. The Little League. He whatever. People would ask him, "Can you do the eulogy? Would you do that?" Because he's a great speaker.
And like
he
we
also
said, part
sang.
of the community.
Yeah, he also was a singer. So he had the microphone. I know. I think
closet
so.
performer?
Closet gay? No. Whenever you hear closet, you're gay.
That's why he was in his head all the time.
Yeah.
Thinking about Barry from work.
Yeah. No, but I think so,
Do you know what I'm saying there? My dad, I think, would have wanted to be a performer, but never did it.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with comedy also. He used to go down to the Ed Sullivan Theater to watch the Honeymooners get taped on Saturday nights when he was a kid.
Oh, wow.
So it was one of those, I feel that he was very supportive in my early life. When I used to do a show like this in my high school. And the whole
you
bit.
did? Oh.
Because I thought I was going to do that. I thought I was going to be, little
but
David
you are
Letterman.
doing it, yeah.
Now, 20 years later.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, my dad put all that. It was in his DNA, so I got it, and then I ran with it to the next thing. Is that what's going on here? Like maybe your dad always would have wanted to.
I wonder because
be
I
the
wonder
guy
if there
with
was
the
some
mic.
envy, envy's powerful, but a lot of people aren't aware of envy.
Yes, but I'm almost wondering if because of his own stuff that he was being hard on you, so that. Much like that perspective we talked about, once you get to a certain age, you realize what you didn't do or what you could have done, et cetera, to maybe get you closer to your goal later in life than you are where you wanted to be.
Right.
I didn't say that right, but you know what I follow.
But do you mean like maybe because he wanted to do it, so he's encouraging me, or he was
not encouraging you? Probably
me?
was subconscious, but the fact that he possibly did, and this is all hypothetical.
Right,
I'm just throwing it out to you, maybe, and perhaps he was harder on you because of it. I mean, that concise thing and make it fun. I mean, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
that showmanship is teaching you.
Yeah,
it's not. You know what I mean?
It's
Make sure you leave on a high note. I mean,
what makes a good
leave him on a high note. Exactly. What?
It's what makes a good comedian. Like those are all the traits that people
Performer.
covet.
Because if you
A
don't
good
know what you're
performer.
going to say, then don't say it. Figure out what you're going to say before you tell me. He would say that, And I was like, well, that's kind of like
That's
a
the
tall
word.
order. I'm 5.
As
but
a kid, it hurts and it's weird and it doesn't make sense. But as an adult, it's like,
oh yeah,
But
get your
meanwhile,
thoughts together.
it feels like that's the work you do before you bring it to me.
Yeah.
Let me know what you want. You know what I mean? Like you figure it out, and then
yeah, which is kind of oh no, I'm sad. He didn't do anything wrong. Okay, no, it's
hey,
terrifying.
listen, if you get
as
that
a
perspective,
kid.
then maybe that will improve your whole everything. I don't know.
Right. No, exactly. So he had a high standard, So it's like and then
My dad's dead. You have the opportunity to.
Oh.
No. My point is, you have the opportunity to find out if this stuff is true.
No. Because if you ask him, he'll go, "I don't know, Jan. I don't analyze
Even
those
still.
things." Oh
so
yeah,
everything's
he
the
won't.
same.
Yeah, he won't talk. He goes,
Does he still live in Arizona?
Yeah, and then my mom's there too. And I try to
How
dig
far of a
in.
drive is that? Let's go.
I know.
We'll do a whole little
He
group.
won't. He's a shut K. I mean, he because you don't want to. I ask him, and he doesn't want to tap into his own. You know what I mean?
Was your dad ever in the military service?
Yes. Military
is
guy.
Is that part of his?
Oh, he's really proud. He was a sergeant. He moved up the ranks really quickly.
Is that part of his tight lips?
Maybe. Yeah.
Like we don't really talk about our feelings and all the
Oh
other
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and also being Lebanese because I'm, he's not like second generation and third. My mother's Syrian, so that culture too, very patriarchal, and he apparently
Very quiet, right?
quiet.
They don't
Stoic.
gossip.
Stoic.
That's the word.
Stoic. But then around other people, he's like I mean, he can be really fun and sweet, but then he could be.
There's a weird
Iron
thing with
Fist.
that too, and I can't believe this has become a therapy session about your dad. There's a weird thing with that though, where it's possible that he believes that that's the character he needs to play around the family, and that is what he needs to do. You know what I mean? And then when he gets around, my dad was the same way.
Oh.
Very serious in the whole bit, but then you get him at the bar or at the work or at a function, anything where there's other
Right.
people. Life of the party, funniest guy in the room.
Wow.
Period.
Yeah.
Everybody loved him.
Right. That's exact.
similar.
Sounds exactly that, right?
Yeah.
And so why can't? And you go, well, I don't know, but you're like, can I have a piece of that? Can I get? And I do get that warmth, that kind of like playful, and like when we'd open up Christmas gifts, and then my mom got my dad like some kind of luggage, and he was like, oh yeah, they were demonstrating at the mall that you could like. hammer a nail through it and it still won't tear. And then we were just laughing and laughing. He goes, "Oh, Jan," it was just like that family.
This is so powerful, slices through a shoe.
Exactly. Yeah, and it was like we were just like tears coming down our eyes, and my dad like that kind of family, making fun of my mom and making fun of the luggage, and I'm in a height, Jan, and all of 5 of us laughing. So you go, okay,
those were the best though. Those were so easy to make fun of. Yeah. Saw through this Coke can and still slice a tomato paper thin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you could use it. Yeah. You never have to sharpen it, but I'm just saying, like that's an example of like that kind of sort of, and then where you feel that warmth and that bond,
All right. Well, you've done a pretty good job of painting what the dynamic was like.
Okay.
Even though we didn't get to the siblings, I'm sure that even added more color.
My brother funny, sister funny too, and they always laughed at me, and everybody laughed at me in high school and throughout, because I was kind of goofy.
Why? What was goofy about you?
Well, I don't.
I mean, you don't look like you would have been goofy, but who knows who we were in high school? Yeah.
Well, I think because I was like Middle Eastern, but not really. It was like kind of
Middle Eastern,
white. Like just like a white girl in a Hispanic town, and I felt like I had to fit in. So I really had to use my sense of humor to fit in.
All right.
To feel like hey, whatever.
So we've got a feel.
Is that too much?
No, but we've got a feel for what that was like. So then, what did you go do, an open mic, or why did you do something at school? Like how did it materialize?
Turn into a thing. Like what you do.
So because in the small town there's like 5,000 people, there wasn't anything to do, but once in a while we get like a ballet teacher. Oh yeah, and there's woman Margaret Luster who was like everyone's kind of.
I don't even know her.
Margaret What's that? Oh, right.
No, it's the old one. No. Just anything,
Oh, right.
Wrecked him, damn near killed him.
See, you're the funny one. Wait, I want to see you and Bob Zaney together. No, I want to ask you questions.
Well, go ahead. Whatever. There's no agenda here.
Okay, so tell me about anyway, Margaret Lester, if she was like a little Pied Piper that took care of all the kids in the town. And so she taught me to play the piano. She said to them, Jan is like really funny and playful, like 7 maybe.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And then my dad bought me a piano because he came over and I played some kind of Chopin thing and he cried. They bought me the piano, and then when I played at home, he was like, "Do you wait till I get home to play that goddamn thing?" And I was like, "Yeah." So they put it in this game room that they built on. It was dark and cold, and it wasn't even connected to the air conditioning, so that I could practice in there. And my dad's, "You never play the piano anymore." So it's like, see how it's traumatized.
Yeah, you can't win. It seems like
it's a no-win.
It seems like no matter which side you're on, it just.
So here's the thing about doing stand-up, I feel, is that when you don't have a witness, because mom goes, "He didn't say that," or, "Well, no, honey, he mean," and you're like,
oh, and you start to lose your reality.
Yeah, right. Which is what's
gaslighting these days, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. You don't have. So you're like, and my brother, he would know, but he was in his own dark world, and then my sister, she was older, so she wasn't really. But anyway, then so yeah, and so with the audience, you have a witness. So the audience is my witness to validate my reality. Because I needed that, and then
you're not alone in that
circle.
Either. This is very common.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
No,
I'm kidding.
With that, I don't think you should beat yourself up about it at all. Do you, or is that just part of the persona?
I love that I realize that I need a witness, and I love. No, I don't do a persona. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not. This is how I am. Like
this seems very real, but
yeah,
is it?
Well, I don't know. Are you who you are when you first came out of the womb, or are you who you are because of the trauma and whatever you had to adapt to? Then you become that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a choice, right?
Try to answer that question.
Well, it's easy. I can.
What is it?
You get to make that choice.
Is there a camera here? Because I mean,
yes. You get to make that choice. You know what I mean? We're all an amalgamation of our everything,
environment, and
everything, all of the programming that we've been given.
Right.
But you don't have to keep that if you don't want to.
No, I know. But what about peeling away the layers so that you're even aware of it, and then you can go, "Oh yeah, I do that," or "Well, that isn't me," or "That's not my authentic self."
I would imagine you're ahead of all of that stuff for what you do for a living, and with how aware you are of your past and your family and yourself. I mean, you seem like you've done a lot of this work already. Is that true?
Yeah, okay. I did a lot of. I had a really great therapist. So.
But that's the answer, I think, whether it's therapy or if you can do it yourself.
Yeah,
I think you just have to do the work.
Too, of course.
Yeah, you have to do the work.
And Maria Kondo.
But that's the answer. You said, "Oh, answer that."
Kondo. What's that? Sorry.
Yeah, you are all over the place, aren't you?
No. I was trying to entertain Nicole because she's laughing at the jokes, and so she's
just
your
entertained.
She's your
do you
Ethel.
feel that you have do you feel you have a lot of roles to play here, or a lot of you have?
No.
Do you have that you have some jobs
No, I
you have
liked
to
what you were
accommodate?
saying. I liked what you were saying, but as a comedian with that kind of brain,
Yeah.
you can multitask.
Yeah,
But
you-
I forgot what you said, so I guess I'm not that good at it. So what were you saying?
That's
Or
what I was
missed
pointing
it?
out.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people aren't nearly as good at it as they think they are, but they try
Yeah.
to do everything at once.
Yeah, no,
And the
no.
truth is, monotasking is where it's at.
All right, okay.
That's present.
No. I mean, people should do whatever they want. I mean, I'm not one of those people.
yeah,
You
yeah.
should do this.
It just
we don't
lost
do
you
that.
for a second. We've connected though most of the time, don't you think?
I don't feel that we're not connected now.
Okay.
I feel-
But I just lost you for a second when I diverted to sidekick. She's not. No, you're not the sidekick. Was that?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I
It's-
relish
I just
the role.
because it was a
Go ahead.
it was a late show, Tonight Show term sidekick.
A sidekick, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Ryan is no side. I love that you call her Mrs. Ryan. By the way.
Why do you like that?
Well, it's just sweet. It shows relationship. It's endearing. It's
I agree with all of those things, but it's actually that's all.
That's not-
That's all on the way or by the way. It's not actually the reason. The reason is Nicole, who used to go by her maiden name in her working years, doesn't care for the name Nicole. That's why she always went by her last name. But then when she got married,
It was
I
a
didn't expect her to
sports thing
change her last
initially.
name.
And then
wait. What's your last name then?
Shabbat.
Okay.
But there was also another Nicole I worked with. So then it became like, what do we call? And I was like, I already have my last name. Everyone used it.
They called you by your
so
last name.
fine.
And she grew up through sports and swimming and hockey
Yeah.
and stuff anyway, so
Okay.
she was used to it.
So it was
Okay.
fine. So
Okay.
then I got married, and it was like I disappeared.
I didn't expect her to take her last name. I just assumed because her working last
How
name.
long have you
Shabbat,
been
hey, Shabbat.
married?
10 years? 5 years?
Oh. Okay.
6, I think. 6
Oh.
years.
2013 we met in 2010, got married in 13.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
but it was Shabbat. Everything was Shabbat. So I didn't expect her to take
right.
Ryan.
Oh.
Hey Ryan,
So
who's
then
that?
Yeah.
But she doesn't like Nicole. So one day, once we started
Oh.
getting more public with our Instagrams and the show and everything else, we just
I
sort of
love it.
started with Mrs. Ryan. Mr.
Yeah.
Ryan, Mrs. Ryan.
Okay,
And it
so
was an
does
old
she
thing, a
call
childhood
you-
girlfriend I had way back when. Like her parents were Mr. Roy and Mrs. Roy.
Oh,
you know what I
how
mean? It was
cute.
just that's how they. Hey, Mrs. Roy, what are we having for
Oh,
dinner?
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Roy, we're going to the thing or whatever. And
Oh,
it was
they would
just
say that to each other.
old school, very old school,
Wow.
even though they weren't.
Right.
But it just sort of like whatever. And this whole thing, it just kind of seemed very period correct.
Yes.
The mid-century thing and everything. And plus,
You're
it reminded me of my
right.
grandparents. It was something very. I don't know.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I hate to. It sounds a little conservative, and I don't mean it that way, but
right.
it's certainly
No.
not because I'm the guy who needs his name on everything. It was she
Oh,
didn't
right.
like.
No,
her first
I
name
don't
and she got
get
rid of
that
her
at
last
all.
name.
I don't get that it's some sort of patriarchal. You're going to take
Yeah.
my name, woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I drag her out here by her hair.
Yeah. Right.
You sit there.
No, it's really
Not like that at all.
I don't like. It's really respectful, and I don't mean respectful. And
I like that word. I
Yeah.
feel that way, but that's not how
yeah,
everyone takes it.
it's just really warm and dear and authentic. I love it. Oh,
Thanks.
Can I
okay.
hear about?
Don't go.
I want to. We're skipping around, but we're already.
That's okay.
We're
Oh.
at 47 minutes
No,
already.
my
I
time,
would.
this is my therapist. Your time is up.
No. We still have more time. I want to hear about Seinfeld because
Oh.
we
Okay.
run into Seinfeld often at car events and stuff. We don't know him,
right.
but I mean, we talk.
What about
about his stuff.
Leno? Do you run into him too?
Yeah, his shop's right up the street, right there in beautiful downtown Burbank.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, so what do you want to know about?
I want to know about. You were in the episode called "The Switch," is that
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And it was where Jerry was. I can't remember if he was dating someone. You remember that it was always about what was wrong with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Right.
She either laughed too loud or didn't laugh at all or something. But
Right.
you were the roommate or the
No, I
whatever.
was
No,
the
you were the
non-laugher.
girlfriend who
Oh,
didn't
you were the
laugh.
non-laugher. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why every story you just
But
told
he
about
tries.
your dad,
He tries to.
Oh,
he tries
it's
to like
ironic.
trade the girlfriend, right? Isn't that the deal?
tries to have a menage. And
That's the one.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
The Switch
George
is called
figures
The
out. Oh,
Switch.
here's how you do it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Switch
that's
has
a
never
great
been
episode.
done.
It's a great episode.
So what were you saying though, Mrs.
The
Ryan?
stuff about your dad, it blends into that character of like not laughing and keeping a face on.
Yeah. And that's
Like he
and
taught you.
That's yeah. Because they wanted a comedian for that part. They had a lot of people audition. It was my third time auditioning. And I was like, and you walk in, Jerry and Larry there, and I know them, and it's just mortifying. Even though
And
you're
around the corner at Radford. Is that where you're doing? Isn't that where they do that show?
Yeah, let me think. Where was it though? The audition. I'm
sorry.
sure.
It doesn't matter.
No, I know. I'm trying to visualize where it was. Because I can walk in the room. Oh, yeah. That's where their offices were, right? CBS Radford. Okay. So, yeah, walk in, and they're like, hey, Jan. And, like, Larry and Jerry go, hi. And they're like, okay, so any questions? Hi. So, and it was, it's just because me with my self-consciousness is just like, hi, Dad. So I go, that's funny. So they wanted, because it was really what a comedian does, and so they wanted a comedian to do it because people weren't really getting that it was like how a comedian, you'll tell, hey, and they go, that's funny. So that's what that whole thing was. So that's why
they needed somebody who could deliver it, because you've probably said it.
Yeah,
when you don't laugh at somebody, but you're just like, it's good. That's
yeah,
good. It's a good
exactly.
one.
You probably do that too when you hear something.
Who's got the energy to laugh at every fucking thing?
Yeah, exactly. And also, though, as a writer or a comedian or someone who you're thinking about more about it rather than laughing like a...
Does the math work? The word math. That's what it comes down to sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, that's a good idea. Okay.
Luckily, those two guys write well.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it wasn't too bad, but I would imagine being in that situation, it could get weird. When you think, oh boy, I could tighten this up.
Oh yeah, right. Well, actually, then it was like Jerry goes, he's trying to get the roommate because she laughs, and so they come up with that idea like, okay, say that you want to have a menage a trois, and she'll want nothing to do with you, get out. But so instead, when that was their idea or George's idea, and then
I can't remember, but.
And then he comes over and he goes, well, I don't know the exact wording, but I believe it's menage a trois. And then I say, ooh, what a wild idea.
Yeah.
And Jerry
you're
goes,
into it.
oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I have to watch this episode again. I remember all this, but it's not top of mind.
Yeah. Well, there's so many episodes, and it was voted #1 by Uproxx.
Uproxx.
Oh, wow.
As a best girlfriend episode.
No kidding. Was that you being the best girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
I know, nice. So I got that notch in my belt. And as my dad would say, yeah, how much did that pay? I'm like, well.
Did you tell him it's on Hulu now, so it's still paying, hopefully?
Yeah, I still get residuals. I wish I had more shows. But yeah, a little bit through each year, you get some.
Here and there, man.
Yeah.
It's nice that the old ones still pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to get the new ones to pay once, let alone throughout.
That's true. I know.
It's all different.
Yeah,
well, was that a great experience for you? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really did enjoy it.
It's got to be great
exposure.
exposure.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, and it's like people, like younger generations. I love Seinfeld. You were on Seinfeld.
It's huge.
So it's like a classic.
It's retro now.
Yeah.
Like Friends and Seinfeld, the vintage. It's like Nick at Night.
Yeah.
It's true though.
I know.
Wait, Nick at Night.
Do you remember when they used to do the became TV Land or whatever?
Oh,
but remember it used to be
right.
like Mr. Ed and Bewitched and stuff when we were younger?
Yeah.
In
exactly.
the 90s?
Yeah, exactly. And now it's
the shows we were making in the 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I hope that was, I don't know, I hope it was more than just an acting gig for you, because it just seems like that's something that anybody could, it's like an I Love Lucy, like that can just be on forever.
And what it was is that I auditioned that was my third time auditioning, didn't get and I knew them, and it was just so like, it made it worse if you didn't get it. So that night, this was before cell phones, I said, I'm not going to think about it, I'm going to go to the movie. I went and saw a movie, I don't know, Lethal Weapon, and when I got out of the movie at midnight, because I went at 9:00, didn't hear anything, so then I get out like midnight, check my voicemail, and they said, Jan, you have to be on set tomorrow, you got the part. And I'm like, oh no. So you never, maybe that's what did it, because I put it aside and went to the movie, and then the universe, like,
you'll never think of it while you're trying. Of thing, you know what
exactly.
I mean? Just stop thinking about it; it'll come right to you.
Yeah. Don't. And so I was like, I'll never audition again if I don't get it this time, because it's just too humiliating to go in front of them. Which, it's not really about that. It's just that they're trying to cast this show, Yeah. And I think that's what you learn.
Well, you're going to get the one you're right for, is really what it comes down to. Everybody who's been on any show like that, but who's been here, they all say the same thing. Well, the second time, third time, fourth time I went in. And I said, I'm not going to read again, but then I got it that time, that same type of thing.
Yeah. Do you audition or do you do any acting things?
I was behind the camera from when I was in high school till now, instead of in front because of my little situation.
Okay. Oh, you mean did you get in trouble for that, or what happened when you stopped?
That's the problem.
Oh, you mean you got licensed to do whatever you want?
No, I just no. But I didn't follow. I was always afraid of being found out, so I didn't follow my dream of doing this and sitting there and everything.
Wait, so how did you steal the microphone?
Well, it's
a long story. Send me the link.
She will send you the link. Though.
Send
It's
it tonight.
nuts.
Will
It's
you
nuts.
promise, Mrs. Ryan?
Promise.
The most crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
The synchronicities are crazy, and you appreciate energy. Like, the story is just so magnanimous.
At this point in my life, I feel like everything was supposed to be, but there was a long time where I just sort of had like a little thing tucked away where it was just a little shameful closet way back.
Really?
Yeah,
Nobody
sure.
knew?
I mean, maybe a couple people knew that I had told here and
How
there,
did you?
not.
Okay, well, you'll say, okay. Whoa. Oh, so that really shamed you, you mean?
There's so much more to the story, yeah.
Oh.
You'll understand it completely
Okay.
when you watch the thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's UPS, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
That's never happened.
That's
Never
funny.
happened. That is funny.
My delivery. Now Mrs. Ryan and I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I got no. How's it going?
It's going great.
okay.
Are you
This
having
is
a good time?
Yes, I
We're in the
am.
middle of a taping here.
Yeah. Come in, delivery.
Oh, man.
That's hilarious. I love it though because it's real. It's life.
This is how it goes.
We don't control. Can I? I'm still
love
gonna
it.
try. Maybe I put.
Do we?
I don't really like these shoes with it, but
You don't? I like them a lot.
You do because I got them at that Broadway shoe store. They're okay. I'm not
Oh,
perfect
really?
with this dress.
I know
need some-
that's the only thing that you're uncomfortable about. But let
Is
it
this
go.
chair
Uh,
or
the dress?
Oh no,
What
I'm
you're
fine
wearing.
in the dress. I just want to make.
You're just squiggly.
So
and
I've been
wiggly.
doing the keto diet.
Oh yeah, is that where?
Yeah.
Does that?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's like?
No, I've
mostly
actually
meat?
gained 50 pounds. No.
Yeah.
Now we can joke.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
Mr.
But, like,
Ryan.
He's the
I'm
comedian.
teasing.
He's a funny guy. What?
funny, yeah.
What's keto entail?
Keto is like 70% fat and then 20% protein and 10% carbs.
Oh, so it's mostly fat. Okay.
It's mostly fat. Like you can have avocado oil. You can have
Yeah.
cheese on your eggs. You could, and then half and half in your coffee. And then miraculously you lose weight because I guess what it is then you burn the fat because you don't have the carb. I'm not, yeah. But we were just talking about losing weight on the keto diet. What was that? Was that my delivery? Was that my package?
That was some lighting returns.
Oh. I love all your equipment and everything, and I love your set.
Thank
I mean,
you
it's
very
really, I don't want to say it's special, but, I work with Dana Carvey. You knew that, right? And I have some shows coming up with him, too.
No, but he's somebody we would love to talk to someday.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
love, if you, let me see what,
I have some stuff that he would probably
He's
want
a
to talk
sweetheart.
about. The story that we're talking about.
the microphone.
It was bad enough that they wrote some material in, including Dana Carvey coming in later that week and stealing something from the set for his show. He was doing the Dana Carvey show at the time.
Oh, so
The
that's
90s.
when it was. 96 was his Dana Carvey
You're
show.
exactly right. When my dad died. the
Wait,
whole bit.
he stole something from the Letterman set, too?
On the air, it was a written thing.
It's a bet.
I'm going to ask
They
him
had all
about
sorts
it.
of. They wrote stuff all week because Dave came out and said, "Oh, the microphone we've had for 15 years, whatever, that was stolen, blah blah blah." It was a whole big to do.
Oh, they don't know who stole it, though.
Would you
right?
stop?
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring. It's just like
You're
you bring.
using your time to tell my story.
No, but wait, but no. I'm. But just like me talking about my dad opening the. I'm like, I'm gonna be like.
It's big.
I'm doing that to you. I'm like, rip the Band-Aid, open up the wound, and go. Bye. Nice having you on the show.
Yeah,
Can't
no,
wait for you to see
I'm
it.
good. I just feel bad for you.
Oh,
this
no.
This is not. I don't feel like the best use
I
of
don't
your
care.
time. I wanna
No,
talk
the
about
best
you.
use of my time is being in the moment.
Oh.
Is having a real human connection. I'm gonna cry. But
Don't do
honestly,
that.
no, I want
Unless
to
you want
cry.
to.
It's okay. No, because life is about feeling, right, and about being. Thank you. And the thing about it when I'm on stage is and I'm not really crying. Everybody said, "Get over yourself." But I can on cue. Now I just did a John. Lovitz. I can on cue.
Oh, that was yeah.
It was kind of Lovitzy, right? And it was, but no.
Grab hold of a sugar-o.
The thing about it is that wait,
Macaroni and cheese. We got to make this.
Okay, do you do stand-up? Wait, did you answer? Did I ask you?
You asked me something along the lines,
And
and
I
I
wondered
said,
what-
"You said, have I ever auditioned? I have auditioned.
Okay.
I don't audition because I'm not an actor. I have no reason to. It'd be very
Yeah.
weird to
You
go
can
on
be-
auditions, get the roles,
guess
and
what?
not
You get a
show up
part,
for
you
work.
audition. I mean, you're an actor. But do you do stand-up? Do you have any desire to do stand-up?
No, I've never done
But
it.
you'd like to.
I don't think that's true. I think I've always wanted to do this, and I never wanted to do the stand-up thing.
But
I mean,
think-
I've tried it here and there, and I've hosted so many things over the years because I
Yeah.
always secretly wanted to do this type of
Right,
thing.
secretly.
I used
Take
to
the
host. I
secret
hosted.
out of it.
Well, no, I have.
I know,
I'm done
I know.
now.
I don't
We're
mean
talking
now.
past tense.
Okay, you always secretly wanted to, but now you're doing it. That's great. That's
Doing it for a
like
year and
tremendous
a half. I mean,
growth. Yes.
160 episodes. or
Good for
something.
you. No, and I mean it. You
You're
know,
so
people
awesome.
go, no, people go, good for you, and they don't mean it. You're like, they go, in other words, like, would you please stop talking about anything? Okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I said somebody who was here. Was it Wayne Fetterman?
I love Wayne
said
Fetterman.
he said something about I can't remember how it came up his age, and I said blah blah blah. Oh, good for you. And he was like, that's the worst thing you could say to somebody. I was like,
I think
it
it was
was
him.
totally disarming because I meant it like, oh wow, I never would have guessed your whatever X
Yeah.
amount.
Right. Exactly.
It doesn't seem weird to you?
That you would have said good for you?
Yeah,
No.
and he.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but he has bigger problems than that. But
Oh, fair
anyway.
enough.
No, I'm joking. Joking, Wayne, kidding. And you have to put in, you know. It's like, no, I know
Comedian.
Do
Wayne.
you know Carol Leifer?
Yes.
Do you know Kathy Ladman?
Yes.
All right, those are two real life Seinfeld girlfriends we've had here. How's
Yes. Oh, real life. That's right. That's right. Yes, I knew that. Okay. And well, supposedly Elaine was based on
Carol.
Carol, right?
Yeah.
that? I didn't know
Yeah.
that until you guys were talking about it that day.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about
She was.
allegedly.
I feel like she breathes a lot of life into the Elaine character just by who she is.
She was
Yeah.
writer on that show too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, writer. yeah.
Executive producer or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
We have
Or
10 more
producer.
minutes.
Okay.
What would you like to talk about?
I
I want to talk about your one woman
Okay.
show, if
Yeah.
we can.
Yes, please. No, I don't know.
Reclining.
No, recycling
reclining naked, nude.
Nude, yeah.
Reclining nude
on.
on La Cienega is what you
Exactly. Reclining
That's the
on
name
the
of it,
Sienna.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the name.
said. So
of
what is the show?
it. Yeah. Okay.
One woman. So
That's
it's you're the woman.
It's well, I call it my comedy special because one woman
Oh,
show
cool.
has like
Then
a
Different
I
connotation.
said, no,
Means
I
to-
said one woman, but because it's more has a beginning, middle, end. It's more like a play, so that's why.
Is it your
it's a
story?
It's my story.
Oh,
yeah,
well, then it's
it's
a
my
one-woman
story.
show.
And I was working
one
on
woman
it for a
special.
long
How
time.
about that? Can we just create a new thing?
Well,
right
I
now?
was calling it one woman play, but then that sounded weird. One woman special. It still has the one woman, and it's like, oh, she's going to talk about how her uncle raped her, whatever, which I don't. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Why'd you leave your uncle out?
That's funny. Can we do 2 more hours? Okay,
Sure.
we're on a
Come back
roll now,
anytime.
right, Mrs. Ryan?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you at least having fun with this?
Yeah. Do I look? This is
Well, yeah,
real blush. I mean, real blushing.
All right.
No, I'm having a great time. Are you guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell. You're
no,
not.
I
you're,
can't tell. These are the ones I watch. These are the ones I can't. It's a blur doing it, and then I watch it back, and I was like, "That's pretty good."
Let me tell you
funny.
something.
Yeah, 'cause-
Doing this for a long time, this is very entertaining. This is probably one of the best shows that you. Right, I think this should be your. What do you call it when it's something's like the sample of something like land? What's it called? No, landmark. Or, what's it called? Flagship. Flagship show.
This is it.
I guess. Is that
This
the-
is
yeah.
it. Pulling into port right now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so anyway, reclining nude online. So what happened was, here's how it goes: is that I felt like limited by what you could say in stand-up, right? Because you have to do the jokes.
Oh, because of timing and structure and stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
because the timing instructor and you're in a club with drunks. No, but you just.
But you mean like the joke,
The medium of-
the ratio to per minute and all that stuff.
yeah,
jokes
and
per
just
minute
that
and all crap.
it's like people don't really want to go. That they're not really primed to go there. It's just kind of keep it moving.
They're
and
there to see a bunch of people, not you.
Yeah, or even if they're there to see you, just the medium itself is just has like my friend always gives me quotes, but I guess Oscar de la Renta said each art is limited.
Drop something.
The name.
Oh, named right. Wait.
There it is.
Each art's limited by its own medium, and then I go, yeah, but he made blouses or designed blouses, so it's like it's just sleeves, no sleeves. But But so it's kind of like that with stand-up. So I kind of felt limited, and I just wanted to expand more into the storytelling and to have a little more freedom in like expression and
A little more long form with the writing kind of thing.
yeah, and just to be able to kind of go a little deeper, and,
Deeper into the story.
yeah, and deeper emotionally, because you can't, you try to do that, and Long Island Comedy Club, whatever, and they're like, get off
Governors?
the stage. Yeah, Governors.
I grew up out there.
Okay, you did?
grew up in Connecticut, yeah.
Okay, so you completely
I
know.
remember 'em all.
Yeah, you can't do like no touchy-feely. So there's a little more, and then
We
a
had
lot.
the Treehouse Comedy Club in Connecticut.
Yeah,
and
I
there was
worked at the
Bananas in
Treehouse, too.
Poughkeepsie,
But you
Bananas.
never, you went all the time to these comedy
loved it.
clubs.
I was a fan of comedy. I
Yeah,
loved it.
so
I watched every
everybody.
talk show there was to watch.
Okay, so let me.
Right
I
down
did-
to the Nashville Network or anything that it didn't matter what the subject matter was. I took in the format.
Do you know a writer named Bill Zamey who was writing the Tonight Show book about Johnny Carson, and he's the only one that Johnny Carson granted an interview to at post retirement?
Nope, but you're talking about somebody I'd love
And
to have a
he
conversation
wrote-
with.
Well, he lives in Chicago, but he wrote Lost in the Fun House with Andy Kaufman.
Wow.
And and then he wrote a Frank Sinatra book. What's
So
it
this is somebody that gets access to people that don't normally grant
exactly
access.
Yeah.
right. So he knows all about comedians. He did the Dana Carvey Rolling Stone
The
cover.
document. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So he knows, like, he did all Rolling Stone and all that. So
I
it
was
was
a
just
huge
like you
fan
would
of
like you would love his writing and his books and his pieces and things.
I was a huge fan of Johnny. There's one of his mugs and one of his old desk mics from New York up there as well.
Oh, no
And then this
way.
obviously sort of is a bit of
That's
you know,
his old desk mic?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, from New York. From
And
New York.
and his mug. See, and you should get a hold of Bill because he has so much memorabilia.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I love
you
that
would
stuff.
love. No, I mean,
And then this is obviously a nod to the old beautiful downtown Burbank that Johnny
right?
used to do. you know.
Yeah.
So
No,
I love that stuff.
I love it that you have your a place, to
host
kind
now.
of embrace all of the things that you love and that you have, and to show it and to
We
showcase
made a creative
it.
space for what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
It's not just a curtain or whatever.
that
right.
was or a green screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all the same
And
reasons
the
I said,
lamp?
bringing you. Yep. All the stuff. Period.
Where's
correct.
this from?
I
that
don't
was,
remember. eBay maybe. I don't remember.
Nipsey Russell. No.
It's funny you say that though, because everything else is this from Mad Men. This phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's funny that you.
Where
asked
do you
about the
get
lamp.
it all? Do you guys go
This
together?
is all stuff we've had for years.
Okay.
Stuff
Old
we've had
stuff.
for years.
I say Nipsey Russell because of Nipsey Hussle. I don't know. It just came to mind. Nipsey Hussle.
I used to like the real Nipsey Russell.
Yeah, I know. And that's great because you know everybody. And it's like you're so historical. No, but it's great.
You're
when-
historical.
It's great when you have a knowledge and a love for the art and the craft and the history of it all. It's something.
Again, I feel like you should be hosting a show and peppering me with all these compliments because I feel like I shouldn't be. I want to make this about you.
But we're having a conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm one of those people who's still uncomfortable talking about. Believe it or not,
Yeah.
still uncomfortable receiving praise
Oh.
like themselves. I'm working on it though.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have
Praise
another
and praise.
session, and
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll give you an assignment. No, but the same for me. I get kind of I don't know, but it's good. I want to take it all in because I think it's really. And what about the 111?
That is very deep. That's my DNA. That one goes really, really deep.
Oh.
Yeah, that I won't talk about on the show, but I'd be happy to talk about off the air.
Okay,
But it's
all
very.
right.
I mean, at the core of it's everything I am. It's everything I am,
Oh, and does Mrs. Ryan know about this?
and it's 111. You know what I mean? More specifically than just the number 111.
Okay.
It's the
Okay.
ones.
Is
But
that
but
some
doesn't-
sort of
It's on the side of our little race
Chinese
car and stuff.
calendar? Or, no, I don't know Chinese.
It can be if you want to.
What is it? Okay.
There's different numerological
that's what it was, not
significance, but it's also like it means something different to everyone. But
It means what?
something different to everyone. But it's
Oh, okay.
pretty.
Does it mean anything to you?
The
A lot of people
one-
who ask about the 111s because it's on the side of our car, literally. If anybody sees
On
it,
the
they
side of
generally
your car?
they often ask.
What do you mean? You put taped it, or you got numbers and put them on there on the side of your car?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, like a decal thing.
Like a race car.
Oh, right. You have cars.
We have a car that's like a race car. It's got
Okay.
numbers on it. But people see
I'm
that and they
glad
say,
you-
"Oh, what's the 111?" Because generally people ask because it means something to them. They don't generally. If it said 54, they wouldn't ask. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's the 54 mean? No, they ask because it says 111, and then therefore it generally means something to them.
Ooh.
So I try to turn it around and be like, "What does it mean to you?"
Oh,
And then
okay.
sometimes they open up, sometimes they walk away. I'm good with both.
I know. It's like, wait, I was thinking 11:11, but
That's good too. What does that mean to you?
wasn't that when you're supposed to make a wish every time your cell phone changes to 11? It's like 11:11, make a
whatever
wish.
you want, right?
I don't know.
Some people say that. Some people say it's thank you. It's like universing thank
That's
you.
1:11 or just
11:11.
Okay.
It's whatever it is to you.
But yeah.
There's no
Well,
right
I
or
have
wrong.
so far I don't have anything about it.
Some
yet.
people see it when
Feels
they're
vertical.
when I see all the are you on the social media?
Yes.
I'm on the social media
Yeah.
too. But a lot of times if you follow anything that's kind of I don't know how to say it, but inspiring and like, the old successories type things, they all seem to, 11 and,
Right.
type yes if you receive and, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So it seems to be like a spiritual awakening thing for some people. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But
I think
or
whatever it
88
is, it's very
isn't
personal to
888 is
people.
some 88 is like infinity or
Could be, yeah,
on
if you
its-
turn it sideways.
yeah. No, I mean 8's supposed to be a good number. No, but it's true. 8 is isn't it an 8 infinity number?
I'm
or
just thinking of Crazy Eights right now.
Crazy 8s. What is that?
The game Crazy
oh,
Eights.
right. Yeah, I haven't
It's
played.
a flagship show right here.
It's a flag. Okay, no, go ahead and bring it home. Land the plane. As they say.
How can people see your one-woman show?
Oh, right. Okay, so
Yeah,
On
where
Los
is-
so
Angeles.
George Slaughter, the guy that you would know Laugh-In, he created Laugh-In.
Right around the corner. Beautiful downtown Burbank.
Yes, exactly.
That was from Red Johnny's old studio right over at Burbank Studios.
Right. He came to the show live. I did it at the Lillian Theater, and then he said, we got to tape this. And then he's like, I never do anything like this. Let's just tape it. And it's different. It's not a regular, stand-up special.
Right.
And so then, because I paint in the show,
Right.
because I painted at home, and I'm like, how can you put painting together with the spoken word?
Well, and with your story, too. So you came up with...
Yeah, but it took a long time to develop it because first it was just stand-up bits and me painting it. It was hilarious. But then I had to they go, but there's no story. So,
Well,
critics...
you told us what you ended up doing, and it's quite funny. Your workaround is quite funny.
Yeah.
What?
For how you
Oh.
figured out to paint.
Oh, right.
Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell other people they're going to watch it.
No, that's okay. But I was painting at home, and then so I figured put the two together. And it took a while to kind of coordinate and choreograph it and all that kind of stuff and get the story to match with the paint strip, all that. So we taped it at the Greenway Theater, and then we finished it on, I edited it, got it edited, and then I would love to sell it to Hulu or Amazon or somebody like that. But
we're
right
gonna
now
put
it's
a-
on YouTube.
I was going to say, we're going to put a link up in...
Yeah,
in-
you can
in
watch the whole
description.
show on YouTube. So
It's all there.
And
Yeah.
you should probably watch it now because it's up for sale. So when it gets sold, they're going to pull it off, and then they're
Yeah.
going to pay for it. So if you want to watch it now for free,
or
you
you
should.
could watch. Yes, exactly. And it's about family. It's about growing up and having dreams, and and then realizing your dreams, like the artist colony. You always had a dream about the artist colony, and here
You
it is
did.
now. No, but you did too.
Well, I grew up in an artist colony. That's
Oh.
that's my whole thing. I literally grew up in Silvermine, Connecticut, which was an artist colony, artist school, and the whole bit.
Oh wow.
And I thought the whole world was like that. That was that bubble thing before. I didn't realize until you get out. It's just like, what? Other people don't celebrate this
Yeah.
stuff? Oh, shit.
Oh.
Fucked. So
Oh.
that was like my logic. It was like,
wow.
you got to go get a job behind the scenes.
So
or
is it
whatever.
a tiny town where you're from too? Kind of tiny.
Not
Ish?
5,000 people. I think it was like 17,000 or something.
Okay, but still, so you were isolated.
But it was a little area of 3 towns.
Connecticut's
Wilton,
beautiful,
Norwalk, and New Canaan, and this little tiny enclave or hamlet or whatever you call it is called Silvermine, because it was a silver mine back in the old days.
Oh.
But there's an
wow.
art school there, and it's just a lot of creative people.
And your parents were creative, or
My dad was a commercial photographer. He was creative. My mom was not.
but still he encouraged that or discouraged
He encouraged
it?
anything and everything. Yeah, anything and everything to do with the arts. My music, this type of stuff. He encouraged all of it. Drawing, painting, all that stuff.
Okay, but
I
then
never
it
really
took you a
painted.
while to kind of come around full circle to it because
I've always done creative stuff in the background, but it was always
Right.
behind whatever I was doing for. I was always working in television on a show or whatever. But in the background, I would build a movie car or do a thing or replicate.
had your
whatever
own
the
like
fuck.
kind of private little artist colony
Because I needed
sub colony.
Yeah, I needed to do something.
Right, you needed some sort of creative outlet that was personal, but you were afraid or
Mm-hmm. I
not
needed
afraid.
something that
or-
I could get all the accolades at. Oh, this is amazing. How'd you do this? Blah, blah, blah. And get the creative outlet like we talked about.
right
And be able to balance it all or whatever.
balance
and then
it.
she
Right.
got sick and I got sick a couple years ago and everything went out the window. And it was kind of like, what are we we need to just focus on what's important and like what makes us happy.
Wow. And are you happy? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it's.
there are struggles. There's still struggles like for anybody else.
No, but you're doing what you want to do, what you're born to do or meant to do.
That part makes it easier to get out of bed every day because, oh my gosh, you're doing something that you're getting better at every day, that you want to improve at every day, that you want to do professionally for the rest of your life in some form.
Right. And there you have and now with all this we have these outlets where we can do it, where you don't have to wait for Letterman already got it or or the Daily Show or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So that you have avenues, right, to be creative in, and that's what's so great about social media. On the good side of it, or is that you can have your audiences and find people.
It's like you and your show. It's all the same stuff. We just do stuff different, so we're all figuring it out.
Yeah, we're all figuring it out, but we're all like doing it. And I think like art or whatever self-expression is, for me, it was my survival, and that's how I survived. Is like finding something creative to do, making up whatever, and then also not doing stand-up, but just getting it out there so that it wasn't stuffed into, because I honestly,
you would go nuts, right, if you keep it in.
And I don't understand people, like, they can't get out of it, but there's this suffocation, and that if you're blessed or lucky or fortunate enough to find that freedom to have that cracked open and then to go ahead and explore it. And I think boys have a lot of more, they're brought up like you got to do the sensible thing, and girls can be more artists, and being the third born, the youngest, I could be more artist, and go that kind of, well, what are you going to do when you grow up? I don't know, whatever. I'm going to go to New York. I'll see. It's like, but if you be a boy like that, they give you a hard time, more of a hard time to be kind of, and there's so much shame attached to it too. There's so much shame attached to being creative and artistic, and it's just not built into the culture.
I think I was too stupid enough or too naive enough to ever see that. The shame. I was just like weird. And I was just like, well, I've always been weird. I'm an only child. So I spent a lot of time alone manifesting things.
Right. And that's how you then had to go do your things, because otherwise you're going to kind of die in your own loneliness, right? In your own aloneness.
Yeah, because it's not loneliness.
Right.
If you're an only child, you never feel lonely.
Oh, you didn't?
Or
okay.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, being an only child and with whatever my situation was growing up, I'll never be lonely for the rest of my life. I'll be alone.
But that's great.
Sometimes.
You were given tools, though. You were given things to play with.
Hypothetically, Mrs. Ryan isn't in the story. Oh my gosh, my life's ruined, of course. But I won't be. I'll miss her. But I won't be lonely as an entity. Does that make sense?
Right.
I'll be heartbroken and all the things, but
right.
I'll be okay as an individual
because you're not with nothing. You have.
Yeah. Right.
You're not with nothing.
I don't consider being alone being without, which some people do.
Because you have passions and things that...
I spend a lot of time up here. I know the things I can do if I spend time up here, whereas a lot of people have no idea what I'm even talking about. They think I'm weird. And that's okay. I don't care.
Right. But it probably took you a long time to realize you're not weird and that you're actually lucky.
I think every day I figure that out more and more. You know what I mean? You think, I thought I had it 10 years ago. I thought I had it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I didn't have it yesterday. You know what I mean? Today I think I have it. Who knows?
Yeah, right. But you're like on the way to finding out and growing, and that's life is growth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
All right.
And fun.
How do you feel about this experience?
Oh, I loved it. No, it was great. I mean,
You're
great.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
You really are. I hope
Thank
that
you,
we can be friends throughout.
Oh,
this
I
whole
would
thing,
love
'cause I think that
to.
you're
I
you've
feel
got a fantastic energy, and just I like who you are, and I want to know more about your story.
Okay, thanks. I'd love to share more, and I love right immediately when I walked in, I got the sense of like, oh, even the front of the building.
Well, would you come back then sometime? And
I would love to.
I'll give you a list of let's hit these 5 things. And we'll both agree. And
because I don't. Because
this was really fun. But
it was fun.
This was just.
But I think it's interesting because it was. It's real life stuff. I think your listeners. I hope they would.
I want you to come back and talk more about you and less about me.
No. But I think that's what you were asking though. If you wanted to know how did it all start, why do you do stand up? That's the subject, right? And so I'm not just going to go. Well, yeah, because my dad took me to Times Square and that day I knew and whatever,
I saw the sign for Caroline's and I said, I'm going up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're doing
Listen here, Caroline.
You're going to put me up now and that's it. And then I memorized everybody's jokes and I listened to the albums.
I went into John Mulaney for some reason.
I love it.
Yeah.
It sounded like he possibly, definitely killed that girl.
I love it.
Mrs. Ryan has the best laugh.
She does. That's the only reason
delightful.
this works. She's the best, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and then when she does that, she
Oh, my heart.
real.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah, oh my heart.
It's my grandfather.
I said
right there.
granted.
Oh, my heart. Anytime the check came, he'd look at it.
Oh.
Oh, my heart.
That's
I hope
great.
you enjoyed the experience. Please come back, but
Yes,
also let's please
thank
be
you.
social outside.
Yeah. Okay,
If you've
I'd
got
love to.
A
By the
show
way,
coming up or
I
whatever.
do. May 8th.
Let's talk about it. Here we go.
Okay, May
Go for
8th,
it.
I'm going to be at the Hotel Cafe with Dana Carvey.
Oh,
And
it's right around the corner, too.
And May 11th, I'll be at Ha Ha right around the corner from you with Dana Carvey too, because I work
Ha
with
Ha
him a
right
lot.
here, right down
yeah,
the street.
and he loves those places.
Walkable.
Well, they're great
You guys put
places
you on the
to-
guest list.
Please do. Let's
Do.
come.
May
let's-
11th.
Let's go.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that those are the... Wait, what day of the week is that?
That's a Saturday, May 11th, and a
Luke-a-cult night.
Wednesday. Is what is that?
That is
Look a cult night.
Oh,
What
it's
is
all
it?
right. It's literally right there.
the car stop.
Oh,
It was awesome car
but
weekend.
but luckily,
you're a
it's,
car
earlier.
girl too.
I am now.
Okay.
luckily it's only at Universal Studios, so it's all right here within a block
Okay.
of each other.
The
One's
show's
right
at
there,
7
one's right
o'clock.
there.
Is that okay?
Awesome.
7 o'clock. I'll put you on the guest
Fantastic.
list.
Yeah, we'll be there.
And Dana loves it, and me too, because we just get to play around. He was working on some new stuff before he's going to do Fallon, and
Those are fun rooms for exactly that
yeah,
purpose.
because
Yeah.
you need a place where there's not like do the church lady, or
You need a place where they're not going to expect you to show up for one, and then
Right.
even if they do, it's kind of like, well, this is bonus, and we're
Yeah.
happy to see you.
And then, like for $10, it's like you better not complain.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah,
thing.
well,
It's
the
like
guest list, we're not going to complain.
yeah, right. No, you guys are on the guest list, May 11th. Okay.
Incredible.
All
And
right.
that is pure
And-
fun. It's pure artist colony. I feel like it's pure what I kind of work to find myself in that situation where I could be with a comedian who's completely playful and fun and lets me do my thing. Just don't even worry about it. I don't have to be like on my toes. In fact, he prefers, it's just completely free. So I'm so really
And we've got Reclining Nude on La Cienega,
Grateful.
which you can watch on, what's that?
grateful. That's all.
Oh, which we can watch on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. Jan Karam. I have 2 channels. I'm trying to merge. They don't let you merge the old one with the new one.
We had a struggle. We struggled
Did
for about a
you
year,
tell me?
and they ended up doing it.
How do you do it? You have to tell me
I
later.
can't answer that. They said they wouldn't, said they couldn't.
But how do you even get to talk to somebody?
I don't have an answer for any of this, but blah,
Okay.
blah, blah. Can't be done. Not going to change anything. And then one day it just worked.
Okay, but you wrote to someone, you called, you talked, a
I don't
YouTube
remember.
person?
This was a while ago.
Okay,
And
you
we-
gotta
we
help
tried-
me.
I think we tried all of those things. I think we tried all
I don't
those
think
things.
there's a
and
phone
even
number.
got
There's
other
not a
people
phone
to-
talk to you about
number.
Where's the phone number for YouTube? You're so funny.
They don't have a phone number.
You're so funny. Do you know? Well, I'll ask you off here.
Okay. Oh, it's a personal.
All right, but social media here. Let's we'll do an Instagram story since you're here.
Okay, great. Oh.
How do
Yay.
we find you on social media?
Oh, let's see. Jan Karam, Jann on Instagram, right?
There we go.
And then YouTube is Jan Karam. I have a channel. I have 2 channels, but go to the one with Reclining Nude on La Cienega. So until I get them to merge. This is
Jan-
Ryan. You got to help me
I
with
will.
this.
I totally will. But it's Jan with 2 N's.
Yes. And then I have a website, but that's so old school. Website. Okay.
This has been a blast.
Oh, thank
I hope
you.
you know that. Like
Oh,
I've
good.
enjoyed
Oh,
all
you
of it.
mean
I
it?
just, yeah,
No,
no,
yeah.
I've been totally enjoyed it. I just
Yeah.
there's a few roles that this guy, like it's hosting, I'm directing, I'm producing, and it's one of those
yeah.
where I'm trying to find like a flow for people. Sometimes I just need to throw that out and just have the conversation.
Right. Yeah. But I
Thank-
get
Thank
it.
you for
It's-
helping me do that.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that I was able to.
Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need.
You don't wanna be in your
I don't
head.
want to let go of control of whatever. I want it to go
Right.
my way, but it doesn't. That doesn't mean it's
It's-
right, and that doesn't mean it's good.
Right. But I was just going to say, well, it's all good. It's just, you just kind of go, it's juggling, right? I mean, it's like me with the painting. Like I had to figure out when to paint on the punch line to pick up the thing and to then
right, don't
hit
tell
the
people.
thing.
That's
Yeah, but they
awesome.
know I paint. No. But I mean, I paint throughout. So it was like multitasking. I'm doing this. It's technical, but at the same time.
Yeah, then you get it because you have a long game that you have to.
But
Not
even with
just your material.
stand-up-
Everything needs to all align.
Right, and even with stand-up, you have to be good at grabbing the mic, taking it off the stand. Some people at first they'll fall, so that's all part of it, right? Technique is part of the art form. Boom. Okay, that's all right. We're gonna end on that one.
We are. You're awesome. All right, Mrs. Ryan.
I felt
that's it.
very myself. Thank
good.
you. I
I
love.
hope so. You're
that.
delightful.
Thank you.
Mrs. Ryan, let's see. Tomorrow, we are not here tomorrow. I'm going to be at TLG with the yellow car getting some service done. Friday, we will be at Breakfast Club, though,
Yay.
up at Newcomb's Ranch with
Newcomb's
Mrs. Ryan and so on and so forth.
What is that?
There's going to be probably a lot of people there because it's this weekend. I don't know about this. Next weekend's the Lufka Coleman. Whatever.
What's a breakfast club?
Come on up. It's a place up in the mountains where we go. It's like a little artist colony. You'd love it. Mrs. Ryan, I love you so much.
Aw.
Jan, I love you so much.
I love you.
We love you so much.
I love you, Mr. and Mrs. Ryan.
We love everyone at home. Please
you.
love one another, and we will see you next week.
Oh, I'm not there anymore. But okay, there's my
Yes,
hand.
you
Oh,
are.
there.
There you are.
Bye, bye. Okay. Yay.
My thanks to everybody on the program, Carson Daly, Jan Karam, and of course, Paul Schaefer, and everybody involved in the CBS Giant Orchestra. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Good night.